Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2017. We're Tottenham Hotspur and we're going into the EFL Cup semi-final second leg. So if you saw the previous video or if you saw the video from a few days ago, you will have seen we have a 2-0 lead over Wolves. Goals from Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen. Boys in the lead, and we're going to just jump straight into this game here. The other tie, by the way, which is Sunderland-Liverpool, stands at 3-0 to Sunderland. Because that's realistic, apparently. So, maybe it is, I don't know. The David Moyes effect. So this is the team we're going with then. So it has been mostly rotated. We have Hugo Lloris in goal, no surprise there. With Trippier, Wimmer, Vertonghen, Davis, Wanyama, Winks, Dembele, Sissoko, Sam, and Harry Kane. One last thing to show you before I get straight into the game here. We have made a signing, yes. He is unfortunately cup-tied, as you can imagine, for this game, but it is Nevan Subotic, or Subotic, I don't know how you quite pronounce that, please let me know. I think this guy is pretty damn good for a rotation/backup player. You know, I liked him a lot at Dortmund. I think Liverpool were linked with him not too long after Klopp joined. And again, I think we were linked with pretty much every single player that has ever had even the smallest connection to Dortmund. So no surprise there with that one. But yeah, I think he's a solid backup. I think he'll do a job. You know, especially if you consider the fact that we have, you know, we've got Vertonghen, we've got I keep saying Vermaelen. Don't ask me why I keep thinking Vermaelen. We've got Wimmer, Alderweireld, and then Dyer can come in as well, and you've got Subotic. I think that's solid enough for me. Harry Winks, who I still think has a future here. I'm going to try and use him. I'm going to keep hold of him. As I mentioned the other day, I think he's really useful as a backup/rotation player who isn't going to complain about just playing, you know, sort of 10 games a season. I think you can get away with that. So let's encourage the players to go out and prove a point. I probably should just let the assistant manager take all the team talks because he seems to get the good answers. So yeah, I feel as if we score one here, we should be okay. That should be enough to take us through to the final. Match fitness on some of the players isn't amazing. It's not the best it can be. It should be, it should be absolutely fine to beat Wolves. However, certainly the majority of the teams. I think Harry Winks' condition is ever so slightly lower than say the average everyone else. But you know, even if he does get a little bit tired, I can just take him off. You know, it's no biggie. Right, here we go. Here's Harry Kane then. So Moussa Sissoko, who has been out of the team for a little while, just because he can't get in at the moment. Moussa Dembele again going for the effort. Now, he did this in the last game. Thankfully, we were 3-0 up, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, he got forward there, and he's had another very stray shot. I'm going to have to have a little word with him, I think. Although at the moment, according to the ratings, he is our joint best player. I know it's only 15 minutes gone. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Right, we have to be very dangerous here. Ah, yes, very careful indeed. It is dangerous. Wolves 1-0. Okay, just hold steady for now. Let's not change anything. Let's not be rash. As I mentioned in the last video, Football Manager likes to throw up these kind of silly, mad, crazy, nutty second legs where just anything can happen and goals fly in from absolutely all over the place. And all of a sudden, we look toothless and absolutely useless. Hey, that rhymed. Yeah, we look, good God, we look second rate. Come on, let's get going. Right, it's Dembele. Come on, push forward. I think we might need to up top of him. And Dembele just receipts possession like he was a baby just giving candy to Mr. Burns or something. That's an obscure Simpsons reference. Right, come on, Harry Winks, who should really be running circles around these if he is as good as he can be. And right, I'm going to have to do something. This is getting silly now. What is Dembele doing? What did we want? We wanted player instructions. I totally forgot I wanted there. Moussa Dembele. Let's see. Can I shoot? Yes, shoot less often. There we go. Sorry, he's done that 3 times now. And in the last sort of few highlights. And he is starting to annoy me slightly. A bit more than slightly. It's annoying because Harry Kane, every time I've sort of brought him on or he's come in for Icardi, he has done a really good job. So now we are still going in to the final as it currently stands, but my God, is this on a knife edge. Kane is... that's no good. Good job I didn't play Marcus Edwards. I was very tempted at one point. Okay, what do we need to do? I'm just... Who's nervous there? Dembele. Right, I've had enough of him. Let's bring on Dele Alli. He's starting to really bug me. I should also change his role to advanced playmaker. Yeah, we'll have Winks. I know having 2 advanced playmakers is probably not necessary, but we'll just leave it for now since they both should prosper in those roles individually. Sydney Sam is another one who has kind of fallen away a little bit, and it's sort of he's a prime example of why you can't count your sort of eggs before they hatch, or whatever it is, with certain players, because yes, they might look good for say the opening 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games, and then they will just drop off if they have an injury, if they just fall out of the team for a little while. You can never, unless certainly a surprise player. I think he is a genuine surprise player. Sydney Sam. Watch him score from 40 yards now. I thought there was a chance there. Right, here come Wolves. And when you just get the feeling that it's like, yeah, Football Manager's giving these guys an extra sort of boost. It feels like the game is like saying, no, this game is going to go to extra time. Wolves are going to... Oh my God, this is a nightmare. It's almost certainly because they're going for it. Like, they have to go for it. But, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. The game at home felt very different to this. But if anything, that's a good thing. That's a good thing on the game. That's the way it looks. Yeah, we have been absolutely rank in this second game. We have been absolutely awful. I almost want to go defensive now. If we score, this should really be it. It's a penalty. Prince has given a penalty away. Who's going to take it? It looks like Ben Davis is walking over. Might be... Oh, no, it is Sydney Sam. Okay. I said he was going to score. Maybe not necessarily from 18 yards. But here he goes. He puts it away. That is surely us into the League Cup final. That is now 3-1. We've got about 15 minutes, including added time. That has to surely be it. Let's make one fact. Right, Sydney Sam's injured. Let's bring on Marcus Edwards for the last 5 or so minutes. Oh yeah, look at his condition. 40%. That is not good. But I'll tell you what is good. We are... Oh, hang on a minute. There's a minute left. Is Jed Wallace? Oh, I thought there was going to be a potential penalty there. Are we going to catch them on the break? Really just put the game beyond Wolves like to such a ridiculous extent. His son. Oh, it's gone in. And it's the same guy who gave away the penalty. Can you believe it? It's gone in after all that. He gives one away. He gives a penalty away in the last few minutes, and then it bounces and deflects off him for an own goal. That is so unlucky, so unfortunate, but that's the way football is. And actually, we've won the game on the night, which is even funny because we weren't actually that great. But you can't tell your players that, so I'm going to lie to them a little bit. There you go. Yeah, Prince. What's his name? You know what? I can't even pronounce that. It's when you start seeing weird accents and all that. I'm not going to do it. Right, Sydney Sam. Out for 3 weeks. Not good. And this is what I'm talking about, injuries. It's like, certain players will get injuries and then all of a sudden, right, oh God. Victor Wanyama. Let's have a look. What does he want? Let's see, what can I say? I don't really want to say I admit I dropped the ball on this. Let me just see. Let me read these. Yeah, I don't. At least these are new. At least these are new things here. If you don't think you can't, I shall tell you. Oh, God. Do you know what? I'm just gonna. I want him to. If you fail to stamp it, I'll be off. Why are players so dickish on this game? They are right pricks, aren't they? Goodness me. Right. Moving on. Tottenham given controversial penalty. Let's keep moving on here. We have one final game. I'm sure this one will be equally as crazy when Liverpool take on Sunderland. Let's have a look at the social feed as well before we do that. Let's have a quick look what we have here. We're off to Wembley. Yay, great performance going to Wembley. This is quite nice, isn't it? Have to admit, I don't think this is a big problem. Cheers, Jalal. Thanks for that. Romain Bourgeois. That is a wonderful, wonderful game. Can I just say, Tottenham will miss Sydney Sam with news against Wolves. That's fine. That is a glorious name. That's some Football Manager with his name generator there. It's like overtime. Fantastic. No idea how he came out with that one with a win. That is very... I agree completely, Mick. You are so right. I think that was just about a penalty, but I don't care, to be honest. So as you can see, there it is. So it's going to Anfield. Imagine that. 3-0 down against Sunderland. And then you're playing at Anfield. Oof. Let's find out how this one goes. This could be very interesting. So West Ham just smashed Everton 5-0. Man U have just beaten Bournemouth, Mkhitaryan. And Rodriguez actually scored a winner against Chelsea. So Chelsea are way down. Yeah, I can kind of see why they've sacked Conte now. So let's see who won. It is Sunderland. Wow, okay, that is a surprise. This guy scored for Liverpool. Ludovic Blase. I don't know how you say it. And he had the phone Seb Larsson. So that means then, quite surprisingly, as it says here, EFL Cup semi-final. Shock. The EFL Cup final will be between Tottenham Hotspur and Sunderland. We will, of course, be doing that one as a live commentary. Or why would I not? Well, that's going to be at the back end of February. So it's in 1 month and a day's time. So we will absolutely be coming back for that. So we have one final live commentary for the month of January, which is going to be against Bristol City in the FA Cup. So we're going to Wembley after all that. That's going to be really good, but we might, if we win that, we could be well on our way for a second trip to Wembley. Who knows? These are all our remaining fixtures. Look at that. Look at that run there. Thursday, Sunday. That's not ideal, is it? Right, let's have a quick check. How did we get on against Sunderland earlier this season? I think we played them. Yeah, we won 3-2. It was quite a good game. Sidney Sam scoring. And I think Ericsson, that was when he scored those 2 free kicks. So we could be on for a really good game, hopefully. So join me for that, won't you? But before all that, the next episode tomorrow, hopefully that should be out, is going to be against Bristol at White Hart Lane in the FA Cup. So if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, and I will see you for that. So until then, bye-bye.